Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here doing a little bit of mountain biking. That being said, today we're going to be talking all about, well, the new Xbox update coming in about a week or so. Along with that, with them coming in, we should be expecting some new progression systems for some of the older veterans of the game like, me and you. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about what we can hopefully be expecting when this does drop. So fellow Helldivers, in 9 days, we are getting the Bring the Boom update, which is the next major expansion in the game. We've seen the other ones they release every 3 months or so, and this is the big one, and we saw the Illuminate invade Super Earth last time. But with Xbox players finally coming in, the big question is, will they get a bunch of cool new stuff to play with? What do we as the existing players get? And it's been a long time since we've seen major overhauls to it. Although I will say weapon customization was a nice touch, we haven't seen levels really been touched at all. We haven't seen ship progression being touched, new types of samples, new difficulties being added in. And this is probably the time when Arrowhead is going to go ahead and introduce that, because there's a ton of stuff in the data mine files. And well, will they get cool stuff? We need it as well. Now, as you have noticed that in the most recent patch, there has been a lot of stuff found in the in-game files. Iron Sights, for instance, showed us this right here with the Illuminate Warp Gate, which seems much more complete than any prior version we've seen. And I'm pretty excited for this. Along with that, on his Discord, Astro, another data miner, went ahead and showed us photos that are built from prefabs of the game files. They're a collection of props. They're using the stamping of POIs and outposts, and he actually let us see some of the Illuminate outposts. What's interesting about most of the images that you're going to see here is it does look like there are new enemy types for certain areas on it. Along with that, there are human remains scattered around on the map, and one of them even has like this little fuel tanker thing. I'm not sure if that's a human thing / Super Earth's Helldiver remain, or if it's going to have something to do with the Dark Fluid Harvester. As most of you know, there is going to be the Dark Fluid Harvester, which is going to be an objective that does deal with, well, the Illuminate in the very near future. Iron Sights went ahead and rendered this one out. It looks pretty cool. I am hoping that it does tie into the black hole collapse and that cargo truck we've talked about before. If you didn't know about the Meridia black hole collapse arc, it is going to be a story arc, so just be aware of that before I show it on screen. Otherwise, you can go ahead and skip about 45 seconds into the future of this video. But it's going to be something where we actually hurl the Democracy space station into the wormhole. It says the Illuminate flee into the dark corners of the galaxy, humble and defeated. We will hunt them down and destroy them utterly. It's a relief knowing the wormhole is finally inert, and we'll always remember Meridia as it was before the terminated infestation, before the Illuminate turned it into a wormhole. So honestly, we've got a couple of cool things going on in Helldivers in the very near future, and I'm excited to see more Illuminate enemy types, but also, well, their new outposts and what they will do to defend it, and how we will get new objectives to deal with that. But today we're going to talk about the level cap increase. We did get the new weapon customization, which was absolutely phenomenal, but alongside that, in the data mine files right around that time, Iron Sights found a level cap increase, so let's talk about it. We have been waiting for some new stuff to do in the game if you've been capped out at, your resources for a while, or your level at 150, and thanks to Iron Sights, we have a pretty good look at, well, a new level cap increase coming. He let us know that the levels in the API now go up to 200 rather than 150, and well, this is pretty interesting, but the question is, are we going to get more stuff alongside, well, just a number going up? And the answer seems to be yes. Since the game has been out for a little over a year now, a lot of people have reached max level, their samples are all maxed out, or they get maxed out after very short times. Super credits you can actually get pretty easily in game, which I think is actually a great feature, and everyone's got all their modules unlocked on the ship. That also, one really big question that's been going on, other than just level cap and new progression systems, is what's going to be the big event centered around the Bring the Boom update? What's going to cause the calamity? Last time, like I said, it was the Illuminate with Super Earth. Well, Iron Sights did find something very, very interesting in the game files. He let us know about a special event that will be on Clenath 2. There is some sort of event tied to this planet that will result in a biome change. During this event, a large blue ring planet appears, illuminating the surface of the planet. The event is set up similarly to how the Meridia black hole was. So that should be just around the horizon, event horizon. Haha, had to sneak that one in. But he did also go ahead and just show us some of the images. Right here, you can actually see the giant blue planet with the rings. It's very Saturn-esque that will be appearing. Along with that, there is also some UI assets he showed us as well, such as the planet biome change in the map filter and how it will look when we actually can go to the planet. In fact, he was able to put us in orbit around it. The planet itself looks pretty substandard, maybe a Sahara desert themed idea, but the blue planet, I guess, is going to change the biome completely. We don't know too much other than that. There was something that was actually posted on that Twitter post where someone said, I have a theory, it will be an Illuminate planet and they will use the teleportation technology to teleport the planet and launch an invasion from there using it as a forward base. And Iron Sights actually commented that might be what the Stargate Nexus is is for. We haven't actually heard any leaks or rumors about the Stargate Nexus. We do know that the Illuminates do use warp gate technology, so that could be pretty interesting. He also did mention something on Discord about a magma event he's going to share in the very near future. I have no idea what the magma event could be, although once again, it could tie something into the Illuminate, as there was something he posted on Twitter not too long ago about Illuminate lava. And right now the file name is just Illuminate lava, but if it has something to do with the magma event, I could very well see that being connected. Iron Sights did let us know about a new planetary effect. It's apparently an Illuminate gravitational monolith where a new planet effect has been added, allowing the Illuminate to set up large amounts of monoliths on a single planet. These monoliths can be used to target other planets, manipulating their gravitational pull in some way. Our goal, obviously, as Helldivers, is to stop them. Now, he did also go ahead and show us a UI image of this in the game. It doesn't really give us a whole lot. It just says, concerning number of monoliths, the Illuminate have erected more monoliths than usual on this planet. It's something we've already dealt with a little bit with monoliths. He did let us know it relates to an earlier leak where the Illuminate will charge monoliths with dark fluid to harness gravitational energy, allowing them to manipulate the gravity of other celestial bodies. Now, this reminds me a ton of the Meridia black hole. That should be like, you know, manipulating gravity black hole. It's literally right there. In regards to that, well, Iron Sights did let us know 3 words apparently that are going to be upcoming to the collapse of that black hole. There's a hide, spy, and kaboom. Now, obviously, kaboom is where the black hole gets blown up. Where we are at the storyline right now is actually at spy. Hide has already happened. I'm not sure. There's a lot of theories that spy has something to do with the satellites that we've been seeing on the Illuminate megacities. Iron Sights confirmed we haven't actually gotten to the spy part yet. He said it should be right before collapse, so maybe it's something with the satellites getting activated. There were 2 other interesting things. One is he recently retweeted a post from January 27th about the Stargate Nexus, which makes me think that's also coming into play very soon. He said, due to the recent increase in space-time fluctuations across all the galactic map, I feel I should mention the Stargate Nexus again. The Stargate Nexus is a device used by the Illuminate to warp across multiple planets. It allows them to cover lots of territory very fast. It's tied to the Illuminate capital planet in some way. It is either stored on the planet or the planet is the Stargate Nexus, and it does seem to be linked to the Clenath 2 event in some way. We actually know a little bit about the Illuminate homeworld. Iron Sights again posted some information, and at least in the game right now, it's called Zegma Paradise. It's abundant with life. This wet planet is covered in deep oceans, thick forests, and tall grasses. Planet homeworld Illuminate in the game files. One, I like the idea of a water-based planet. Camino was always one of my favorite Star Wars planets. I don't know why, I just like the ocean a lot, despite being in Colorado where I'm landlocked. That being said, we're going to continue to talk more about Illuminate mission types and variations that have been found in the game files and some of that dark fluid monolith stuff. What he did also give us some additional information is when Alberto asked any information on how this will affect gameplay or the story, he said it seems like it may be used to manipulate the movement of planets. Who knows, they may even manipulate the rotational speed of a planet, causing it to turn into a more glacial scorched biome. Let me know down below, guys, what are your thoughts on the different progression systems you'd like to see come to the game and improvements. And also, don't forget to check out my new outdoor channel in the top left corner. Until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading managed democracy.